Hi, I'm JB with Madwire, and in this whiteboard session I want to talk about our 180-day system and how it works over time. So our system is a long-term system and it works best over 180 days and beyond. And let's talk about today why it works over 180 days and why that's a good analysis point to determine how that campaign has worked for you and how it will propel and work forward in the future. So let's just take a look at it here and break it down real quick. Our three main traffic drivers inbound wise with our marketing program is our top placement ads, which is paid ad traffic, our retargeting ads, which brings that traffic back to convert to the site after they initially visit, and natural listing ads, which is our SEO program to bring in organic traffic. So when you're looking at a 180-day system that we deploy, this is how it breaks out in terms of traffic and conversion. So in the first 60 days here, you can see that virtually all the traffic is coming from top placement ads, because you're able to run those immediately right out of the gate and begin gaining traffic right away. There's very little retargeting traffic here, and there's very little organic traffic from the natural listing ads because they just haven't had enough traction to start generating that traffic yet. So in the first 60 days, all of the traffic is top placement ad driven. Now when you jump over to the next 60-day window here, leading up to 120 days, your top placement ad traffic has increased a little bit, and it's done that because of optimization. So if you've even left your budget the same, you should essentially be receiving more traffic for the same budget because we've been able to improve the campaign. But you'll see here that remarketing traffic is starting to increase now. All the visitors from the past 60 days are now coming back to the site to convert at a later date, and so that traffic is beginning to benefit you. And also there's organic traffic beginning to rise. Now you're beginning to get impressions and visibility for keywords organically, which is bringing traffic into the site, and that's happening through the natural listing ad optimization that we're deploying onto the website. And so you see some better results here in the 60 to 120 day window than you did in the 0 to 60 day window. Now leading up to 180 days, you can see top placement ad traffic is beginning to flatten out a little bit. It's been optimized pretty well. And so at this point, you're probably seeing more conversions because the optimization is bringing more conversions, but the overall traffic may be flatlining a little bit unless your budget is increased. But you'll see the organic traffic is really taking off now. You're starting to see a lot of impressions organically. That's bringing in a lot of traffic and additional sales that wasn't occurring in the first 120 days here. And also, the retargeting traffic is really rising now. Leading up to this date here, you have 180 days worth, 6 months essentially, worth of visitors to the website. 97% of your traffic won't convert the first time it goes to your site. That's normal. That doesn't mean the traffic is bad. It just means that they weren't ready to buy right that minute. They left, they got interrupted, something happened. But with remarketing, they continue to see your marketing and your branding as time goes by, and they come back to the site to convert at a later date. So for example, if you had 1,000 visitors a month, every month you had 1,000 visitors. In the 180-day window, at this point, you would have 6,000 people in your remarketing list. And out of that, quite a few were clicking your ads and coming back to the site. And so 12 months down the road, you'd have 12,000 people that are seeing your business and your branding every day. So if we take this out beyond 180 days here, the remarketing traffic will continue to increase. The top placement ad traffic, if you don't increase your budget, will look like this. And you'll probably get more conversions because of improved optimization as time goes by, but without an increased budget, that will flatline. And then your natural listing ad traffic will also be like the remarketing traffic. That will continue to rise. And so when we're talking about overall traffic over 180 days, if we added an additional chart here, your overall traffic over this same time period, when you add all these things together, would look something like this. And it would just keep going up after 180 days. So more traffic is more visibility. More visibility with a good clickability is more conversions. You have an increased conversion rate over time. And so that's why we say this is a great assessment point. This is a good line in the sand. You've given it 180 days, and at this point, you should be able to have a really solid idea of how the marketing campaign is doing for you and how it's going to continue to do for you into the future. If you stop anywhere before this date, anywhere in here, you haven't allowed the system to actually work, and you could be missing out on a huge return down the road. If it is not working at this point right here, it's not likely, but if it isn't, we'll gladly fire ourselves. Thanks.